Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead and another What We Eat for Dinner in a Week. In these videos, I show you how I combine inexpensive Aldi groceries with food that we are blessed with from the food pantry to helpfully make well-balanced, well-rounded meals. As a family, we generally eat low carb because my husband and I have to for health reasons, and as the sole cook in the house, it is easier for me to just make one meal than to try to short order cook it, but you'll see variations to that and I'll explain as we go. So tonight is Monday night, and we had planned on cooking hot dogs out on the fire in the backyard, but I could not get the fire going well enough. I was being lazy and tried starting it fast instead of correctly. So my fault. So I just went ahead and cooked them in the house, and that's fine. We are still going to eat them out by the fire and spend the evening out there just enjoying a backyard fire, the first one of this year. So tonight we have hot dogs and buns from the food pantry and all of the random toppings you could want. And then for the kids, I have peas, just a can of peas and some butter on it. For me, because peas are not low carb, I did the rest of the cauliflower from Saturday's dinner, getting up all of those leftovers used. And then we're going to have pork rinds with that. That is like pretty much all of the chips that I have right now. So it's just going to have to do. Made for a nice, quick and easy meal. Definitely not healthy. Who cares? Every once in a while, you just got to do it. So that is Monday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Tuesday, and we are going to have a really simple Taco Tuesday. I don't even have taco shells, so those aren't an option. We're going to do either taco salad or taco dip, which is just taco salad without lettuce. And I don't even have a whole lot of things to throw on top. So we've got the lettuce from the food pantry, some salsa con queso and sour cream, and a guacamole cup that I pulled out of the freezer. The tortilla chips from the food pantry. This is a pound of ground beef, a pound of ground turkey. I browned those. Then I added a drained and rinsed can of black beans and some taco seasoning. The black beans are a great way of extending your taco meat a little bit further. That's going to make at least a couple more servings of taco meat. You can also do cooked lentils as a great way of extending it a little bit further. And then just some shredded cheese. So, like I said, really simple tacos for dinner tonight, but that's okay. It's getting us fed. So, that's Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday night, and this is obviously not dinner. Well, future dinners, but dinner is going to look a little different tonight. So, I was woken up in the middle of the night to my 3-year-old getting sick. And then by morning, the 11-year-old had it. Then the 13-year-old got it partway through the day. And the other two are still holding strong, but they've kind of been acting puny all afternoon. So far, I feel okay, kind of. My tummy was upset overnight last night, but I have not gotten sick. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I can hope that I don't. So, tonight's dinner is I don't know. It is 6:45, and I'm getting ready to take clothes off the clothesline because I had to wash sheets. But some of my kids have no desire to eat, and some of them do. So I think we're probably just going to do some snacky stuff, and we'll go from there. So that is Wednesday night. We'll see you hopefully all feeling better tomorrow. It is Thursday night, and we are somewhat back to our normally scheduled program. So yeah, everybody went to bed feeling considerably better by the end of the night last night, for the most part. Still queasy, but not, getting sick. Let's put that nicely. And by morning, obviously, we still had some, crampy tummies and eating light and, tired and that kind of thing. But for the most part, everybody was back to normal. And now everybody, besides being a little tired and needing to bolster ourselves, are still feeling considerably better. So today, my husband and I even got out and got the garden tilled for the first time. So yay, because that job needed done. So anyway, tonight's dinner is, we were supposed to go to the grocery store tomorrow, or yesterday, or today. We were supposed to go because we had chiropractic visit, which we always try to pair chiropractor. Like if we needed to go to the bank, if we need to get gas, grocery store, do all of that while we're out, because it's about a 35 minute drive into town, depending on which town we're going to. So because we were sick, I called and canceled our chiropractor visits for today. So we are kind of at the end of the easy foods and I don't know how else to say it, like the fresh fruits and veggies, those kind of things for the most part. So I made one of my favorite ways to use up all the little scraps of stuff that you have left. So this is a package of smoked sausage from Aldi, and I just sliced it in rounds and then halved those. There is a small bit of broccoli, like maybe a cup and a half. There's probably 2 cups of cauliflower, 1 pretty decent sized zucchini, some baby carrots, and cabbage. Oh, and just 5 or 6 Brussels sprouts, because me and 1 kid are the only one that like them. And then I just seasoned these up really well with oil, salt, some garlic and herb seasoning. One of my favorite ones from Aldi. Woo! And baked that at 375 for about an hour. And it was one of those where I put it in the oven and then I went out and worked for a while on tilling the kitchen garden, and then came back in and stirred it and then took a shower because I was disgusting. I had grass and dirt everywhere. And then came back in, stirred it again, baked it for a little bit longer, and then it was done. So, this is a great way of using up whatever little bits of vegetables you have left. You can use frozen vegetables. I've used peas and carrots, literally anything. Just chuck it in there and bake it, and it all tastes delicious. One of my favorite things to serve this with is rice with onion powder and minced onion cooked in it. I call it oniony rice. But tonight I just did not have the time to throw some rice together for the kids or whatever. So it's just going to be bowls of this. I might sprinkle on some shredded cheddar cheese just to jazz it up a little bit. But this really is a nice use up all the little bits of leftovers. So my goal is to get to the grocery store tomorrow. We're going to see how that goes because we have to go do another errand in the morning, and then we'll go from there. So, all right, that is Thursday night's dinner. We'll see you tomorrow. Friday night, and Friday night at our house means pizza night. Sometimes that's store-bought, sometimes that's homemade. It is pretty much never takeout because we live too far out for takeout to be delivered to us, and it's expensive. So tonight we have non-pizzas. Sorry, I was going to show you the package, but it's already buried. These are just a 3-pack of naan that I picked up from the food pantry the other day. One of my absolute favorite ways to make pizza because it's super simple. So I don't even thaw the naan. I just keep them in the freezer, pull them out, pull them apart, spread on pasta sauce, marinara sauce, pizza sauce, whatever you have. And then sprinkle on some cheese, put on whatever toppings you want, and then bake at 400 degrees for about 10-15 minutes, and it's done. So it makes for a nice, quick, and easy, although tonight wasn't because I had to shred the cheese, but, win some, lose some. So tonight we have a pepperoni, we have a cheese, and then a Hawaiian. We're going to loosely call that a Hawaiian. It's ham lunch meat with pineapple, which is you can overgrown pineapple or overgrown zucchini in pineapple juice. It's a little bit more complex than that, but and the zucchini takes on the flavor of the pineapple juice, and it's really close. It's not exactly the same. I'm not going to say that, it tastes exactly the same. It doesn't, but it's essentially free on the zucchini aspect because who doesn't have overgrown zucchini every year? All you have to do is pay for a can of pineapple juice. So, yeah, those are the 3 pizzas. With that, the kids are going to have grapes from the grocery store today and a home canned jar of green beans. For me, because obviously that's not low carb on the pizza crust, I'm not sure what I'm having. I'm kind of leaning toward maybe warming up. We have quite a bit of the taco meat left, so I'm kind of leaning toward warming up some of that and just having a couple of tacos, which sounds good to me. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Tonight is also the one night a week that we do dessert. I know we have some of the strawberry chocolate chip ice cream left. There's some cookies. There's the basket of candy. So I think I'm probably just going to go that route where I pull out everything and let the kids pick what they want. For me, I officially finally ate the rest of that keto ice cream from the food pantry. Wah, wah, wah. But I am quite content to have a bowl of Greek yogurt with a spoonful of peanut butter, some chocolate chips. I picked up some of those little wafer cookies. You guys will have seen the... Yeah, I'll think of it here in a minute. Grocery haul. Thank you to my oldest in the back. So I may end up just doing that. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that's dinner for Friday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Saturday night, and Saturday night I usually make a big meal. Kind of what I traditionally grew up having after church on Sunday with my grandparents or great-grandparents, or yeah. I had a lot of grandparents growing up on both sides of my family. Now I'm down to one. It's sad. Anyway, so tonight we have one of the family packs of chicken thighs that we've gotten from the food pantry that I just tucked away in the freezer and pulled out to use today. I baked these for a good long time and then added barbecue sauce to the top so that my second oldest will eat them because he's not a big chicken fan. Boo. I was struggling to come up with what sides I wanted to make tonight because all I could come up with was sides that I needed the vegetables for another meal. So I had a couple of pretty big zucchinis. So I had planned on just sauteing them and using like Italian seasoning and Parmesan cheese. And then I was like, wait, zucchini fritters. I make these a lot during the summer. And so we have not had them in a long time. And I kind of had forgotten how to make them, so they didn't turn out perfect. But for some reason, I have changed how I make these so many times on what I add to them, whether it's pork rinds or almond flour as the binder, Parmesan cheese, cheddar cheese, mozzarella, or what seasonings I add in. And it doesn't seem to matter. They always taste good. So I guess I'm doing something right there. I would love to say I have a recipe for these, but I totally wing it on this every time. With that, we also have carrots. And these we did in sticks just to have something different and fun. I put these in this dish and added about 1/4 cup of water and a chicken bouillon cube. And then I baked that with foil over top of it. You could do a lid until the carrots were tender and about, I don't know, it took about maybe 45 minutes. And then the last 15 minutes or so, I added in a couple tablespoons of brown sugar and took the foil off so that they finish cooking and there's just almost no liquid left, but it kind of makes a glaze for them. So they are delicious. I wish I could eat them. This is something we normally do on the grill. I take an onion and I cut the root end off, but just a little bit, just so there's not like the roots on it, but you want it to stay together. And then I cut the top off a little bit deeper than that, like maybe 1/4 of an inch off. Then I slice it so it's kind of in wedges. Think like bloomin' onion. And then I put in some butter in kind of those slices. I mean, it's maybe 1/2 tablespoon per onion, and then sprinkled on some herb and garlic seasoning. Wrap it up in foil, and then on the grill, you're going to put it like up on the grill rack, like up above the top grill rack, you know, and it's going to take about 45 minutes to an hour. And on the grill, they're probably going to have the outsides burnt. So I did a couple of experimental here. This I left the outside skin on, and this one I didn't. And in the oven, it didn't matter. In the oven, it was 375 for an hour, and they were done. And for the kids, I just took some of the they were sandwich buns, I think is what they were called, and I sliced them open and put butter and garlic powder on them for just some quick garlic toast to go with dinner. So, nice big meal. All right, so if you are new here, this is the end of our week of meals. I take Sunday off. I do not cook on Sunday, which is part of the reason why I make a big meal on Saturday. So tomorrow, when we get home from church, I will pull out all of the leftovers from the week. Whatever we have left. I know there's a couple of hot dogs, some taco meat, some of the sheet pan meal, and then obviously there's going to be leftovers from this. I will lay it all out on the counter and I let the kids pick and choose whatever they want. If you want a hot dog and chicken and a salmon patty, fine, whatever, you know. If all you want is vegetables, fine. If all you want is carbs, fine. It is all about getting all of the leftovers used as much as possible. If there's any left after Sunday lunch, then I usually eat on it throughout the week, or I will try to revamp it into another meal. So like a lot of times if there's taco meat left, I will make nachos for the kids for lunch, or taco dip for lunch, or taco soup, you know, things like that. I try to use up all of the leftovers. So then on Sunday, I pull out what we call charcuterie board things. So cured meats, cheeses, goat cheese, crackers, dried fruits, nuts, usually some kind of chocolate or sweet treat. Yeah, pickles, anything that you would put on a charcuterie board, only I just lay all the containers out on the dining or the kitchen counter. And once again, I let the kids pick and choose whatever they want. And that meal, I even pull out paper plates for, because I really try to take the day off. I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do laundry, I don't wash dishes. I do a full house clean, fold all the laundry, get everything caught up on Saturday so that I can take Sunday off. That's an important thing for me, for my health and my sanity, to have that day of rest. I think there's a reason why God told us we needed a day of rest. And so I take it and we go to church, and then we spend the day as a family, taking a walk, playing games. Sometimes we'll watch YouTube, you know, just whatever the day brings. So that is everything. I will try to remember to post any relevant recipes in the show notes if you want any of those recipes. If you want directions on how to cook something a little bit better than I've explained as we went, just let me know. But yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.